video series. So I've got my dough here. I stirred it until it became kind of like Play-Doh. It's not sticky anymore. I'm going to show you how I kneaded it. So I pushed it down and I pulled it over and I pushed it down again, and I did this for 3 to 4 minutes. And I am setting it right on my bar, but I made sure before I used my hands and before I used my bar, I used bleach. I bleached down the bar. I gotta get rid of all of those germs. And so I let the bleach sit and I wiped it down, and then I had to take care of my hands. It's very important to wash your hands really good. So I went over to my sink and I got a squirt of hand soap and I got a little bit of water on it, and then I washed my hands and I sang the happy birthday song 2 times while I'm washing my hands. So I said, happy birthday to you, and I washed it between my fingers, and I washed my fingernails, and I washed everywhere. So I've got really good germ-free hands right now, and that is the only way that it is safe for you to touch food. So, and I have got a book that I think I will put a link to. It's called Germs Are Not for Sharing. It's a really good book, and I'll put a link and I'll tag it to a read aloud video on YouTube so you can watch it after this. But I'm finished kneading now, and so my directions say when it's done kneading, I'm gonna let it rise. Remember that yeast in the bread makes it rise. So I'm putting it in a bowl, and I'm going to let it rise. Let me grab a bowl. It's a lot like Play-Doh, isn't it? What shape is that? It's a 3-dimensional shape, and it might roll. It's a sphere. So I made it a sphere, and I put it in there, and it tells me to cover it with a clean kitchen towel. I'm just gonna cover the bowl. I'm gonna set it aside, and I'm gonna come back later and I'm gonna clean up all this mess. But right now, I'm gonna read you my story. Now I know most of you have already heard it, like a lot of fairy tales. It's pretty popular. My story's pretty popular. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read it again. It's such a treat to get to hear the story read by the actual person in the story. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it. The Little Red Hen. Pictures by Lucinda McQueen. I think she did a great job drawing me. Once upon a time, there was a little red hen who shared her tiny cottage with a goose, a cat, and a dog. The goose was a gossip. She chatted with her neighbors all day long. The cat was very vain. She brushed her fur, straightened her whiskers, and polished her claws all day long. Oh, the dog was always very sleepy. He napped on the front porch swing all day long. The little red hen ended up doing all of the work around the house. She cooked, she cleaned, she washed the clothes and took out the trash. She mowed the lawn and raked the leaves. She even did all of the shopping. One morning on her way to market, the little red hen found a few grains of wheat. She put them in the pocket of her apron. When she got home, she asked her friends, "Who will plant these grains of wheat?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I'll just plant them by myself," said the little red hen, and she did. When the grains of wheat began to sprout, the little red hen cried, "Look, the wheat I planted is coming up. Who will help me take care of it this summer?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I will take care of it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. All summer long she cared for the growing wheat. She made sure that it got enough water, and she hoed the weeds out carefully between each row. By the end of summer, the wheat had grown tall and it turned from green to gold, and she asked her friend, "Who will help me cut and thresh this wheat?" "Not I," said the goose. "Well, not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I will cut and thresh it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. When all the wheat had been cut and threshed, the little red hen scooped the wheat into a wheelbarrow and said, "This wheat must be ground into flour. Who will help me take it to the mill?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I will take it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. The miller ground the wheat into flour and put it into a bag for the little red hen. Then all by herself she pushed the bag home in a wheelbarrow. One cool fall morning, not many days later, the little red hen got up early and said, "Oh, today would be the perfect day to bake some bread. Who will help me bake a loaf of bread with the flour I bought from the mill?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. I told you they were still snoozing. Unbelievable. "Then I will bake the bread all by myself," said the little red hen, and she did. She mixed the flour with milk and eggs and butter and salt. She kneaded the dough, just like I showed you, and shaped it into a nice plump loaf. Then she put the loaf in the oven and watched as it baked. The smell of the baking bread soon filled the air. It smelled so delicious that the goose stopped chatting, and the cat stopped brushing, and the dog stopped napping. And one by one they came into the kitchen. When the little red hen took the freshly baked loaf of bread out of the oven, she said, "Who will help me eat this bread?" "Oh, I will," said the goose. "And I will," said the cat. "And I will," said the dog. "Oh, I told you." "Oh, you will," said the little red hen. "Well, who planted the wheat and took care of it?" "I did." "Who cut the wheat?" "Who threshed it and took it to the mill?" "I did." "Who brought the flour home and baked this loaf of bread?" "I did. I did it all by myself. And now I'm going to eat it all by myself." And that is exactly what she did. And I told you guys I had to again today bake this bread all by myself, and it's rising up now. But when we check back in, it's going to be fresh out of the oven, and I bet you I'm going to have some lazy dogs in here that have been napping all day long watching me bake bread. I bet you're going to see some tails in here wagging, ready for a bite of my bread. I don't know if I'm going to share. What do you think little red hen's going to do this time? I'll see you guys when the bread's ready. Thanks for watching.